Hi, welcome to Raider News Sports Report. I'm Mike Gross.
And I'm Jack Hosmer.
And let's get into it. I'm here with Chris Bagdonas with Boys Soccer. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you, Mike?
I'm pretty good. What happened in the boys soccer game yesterday?
Well, they managed to pull out a win against Watchung Hills, a 2-1 final.
Who were the key players in that matchup?
Well, sophomore Ryan Widman and junior Michael Ferrara both scored goals in the win.
So they have another state game soon this week. Who are they playing?
They're playing the number 3, Bridgewater Raritan, which should be a big test.
Do you think we're in line to win a state title this year?
If we keep our hopes up, I think anything can happen.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Mike.
And now on to girls soccer with Casey Ferguson. Casey?
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Casey. How are you?
Good. How are you, Jack?
I'm good. So, Casey, what are the girls' records so far?
So far, the girls are 14-3-1.
And how did the recent county final game go?
In the counties, they tied against Westfield, and they were named co-county champions.
How did the recent game in states go?
They played Bayonne and won 6-0, and now move on to play Watchung Hills on Thursday.
Thank you, Casey.
Now we have, now we have Christy Serini with girls volleyball. Christy, what's going on?
Nothing much, Mike. How are you?
Pretty good. How'd the season end for the girls volleyball team?
They ended with a record of 9-11, and in their last match, their senior night, they won against Linden, which was really great.
Out of all the seniors on the team, who do you think made the biggest impact?
Craig McGovern did really well this year. According to NJ.com, she had a total of 139 kills, which is great.
Nice. And with the seniors gone next year, with the returning juniors and the girls coming up from JV, is there any chance we're going to see more wins next season?
I do believe that they're going to do very strong next year, just like this year, with a lot of upcoming seniors like Maggie Leahy, as well as some freshmen that have joined the team that have shown really great skills.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you.
And now to some local sports news. With the World Series going into Game 6, LA was managed to pull away with a win, coming back late with three late runs. And in their next game, they have the home field, so it could be an easy win for the Dodgers if the Astros don't show up.
And the New York Giants are 1-6, and they're going to face the Rams this weekend in an NFC matchup. And their hopes of making the playoffs are getting slimmer and slimmer without getting a lot of wins. The Jets are 3-5 and are showing a lot of potential, and going into this Thursday night matchup against the Bills.
The Rangers recently played the new team, the Vegas Golden Knights, and they won. And now they are 4-7-2. The Devils lead the Metropolitan Division 8-2-0. And the Islanders are 7-4-1 and hoping to improve to catch the Devils.
Kristaps Porzingis has led the Knicks to a 3-3 start, and have shown the NBA that they don't need Carmelo Anthony to win games, especially against the Cavs when they beat them by 20 points. And the Nets, they lost Jeremy Lin to an injury, and they started their season at 3-5, sitting at the bottom of the Atlantic Division in the East.
In local soccer news, the New York Red Bulls and NYCFC have both made the playoffs and have already played their first games, and both losing late. So, yeah, bad start.
And now we'll go to Julia Zakowski with the Pulse.
This weekend was Halloween, and the Scotch Plains students celebrated by showing their creative costumes on Instagram. Let's look at the social media posts.
stench is in the air. The funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Let's take a look at October's Female Athlete of the Month with Ashley Vincent.
Hi, I'm Ashley Vincent, and I'm here with Female Athlete of the Month, Senior Co-Captain of the cheer team, Paige McMorrow. Paige, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So how has the season been going so far?
This year the season's been awesome. We definitely made a lot of progress. Thinking back to when we first started in August at cheer camp, we definitely have a really dedicated team this year with a lot of underclassmen who really want to push themselves, and especially the captains. We're seniors. We've seen the team grow since our freshman year, and we want to keep growing and keep improving and continue to benefit our status in school, so people actually see us as like a real cheer competitive team. So we've been working really hard, putting a lot of time and effort, and it's definitely been showing off. And we just recently performed our finished halftime routine at homecoming, and everything looked great. We nailed all the stunts, so it was really exciting. So we're definitely working hard.
So how have you found the role of captain this year to be different than being on the team the other 3 years?
It's definitely been a lot different. Being captain definitely means that you have more responsibility, and you do have leadership roles. So whether that's, standing with Toto and looking at the dance as a whole and giving like corrections so that way everyone looks better, or helping with other captains to plan like social events. We'll go out to dinner as a team. We'll hang out at people's houses, just so that way we build more of like a family. We do wear the same things to practice, so we're always telling the girls what to wear, and definitely getting there before on game days. And also for homecoming, it's our responsibility to finish off the dance, so we have to come up with all the choreography, the new stunts, and teach it to everyone and get all the counts. So it's definitely a lot more responsibility, but it's a really awesome new perspective. Having watched all the captains for the past 3 years, it was definitely a title that I'd really wanted and something that I really wanted to work towards. So finally having it and being able to stand there and help lead the team and make sure that we look our best, it's different, but it's really fun, and it's nice to see the girls looking up to us and seeing that they really want to be the same leader and the same figure in their years to come. So it's definitely a rewarding position.
Okay, so I've seen the cheer team's Instagram. Tell me a little bit about it and who runs it, and kind of just about the pictures you guys post.
So yeah, we had a cheer Instagram last year, but it wasn't really used as much this year. But this year the captains as a whole have collectively really wanted to get a bigger social media presence. You see like Raider Nation, they have a really big following, and that really helps get people out to games. So we wanted to kind of build our social media status so that way people can see what we're working on and be interested and want to come out to the games to see the finished products. We also do like cheerleader of the week, so that way we can showcase someone who's doing really awesome things and really working hard. The captains generally run it. Shakir posts a lot on the Instagram. He has always like great captions, and he likes to take videos and pictures of the whole team when we're doing practices, so he definitely has a big presence on that. But it was just kind of an idea that we wanted to put out there so that way the public and all the members of the school could really see what we're working on and what we're doing with our time at practices, and just to put it out there so that way we could hopefully get more of a fan base and people recognize what we're doing.
So the fall season is closing soon and winter is coming. So how do you find it different cheering for basketball than you do for football?
It's definitely a completely different environment. Definitely cheering outside on the track as opposed to sitting in the bleachers is really different. At football games, you're always up, always active, and you're free to move around, whereas for basketball season, we sit in the bleachers, so our cheers are kind of more limited, but you do get a chance to go out on the court in front of everyone during halftime and during the breaks between the quarters, which is really interesting. But also winter season is when we do the bulk of our competitive cheerleading. That's when we actually start real like Union County and New Jersey competitions. So that's definitely a lot harder because we do have actual choreographers who come in from outside and choreograph long routines with new stunts that we've never done before. So it's a lot of longer practices because we do have to work towards going to the competitions, and those are weekends full of practices and Sunday competitions. So it's definitely a big transition, and I personally love football, so I always miss it. But the basketball team has been doing really well last year, and we're really hopeful for a good season this year as well. So it's a lot more harder work, but it's definitely rewarding when you get to go to the games, and a lot of people actually come out and support, which is really nice.
All right, well, that's it. Thank you, Paige, for coming, and that's our Female Athlete of the Month.
Thank you.
Do you know what a long snapper is? Me neither. Let's take a look at SPF's long snapper, Zach Zimmerman.
What's up, Josh? Hey, what does the LS stand for?
It's for long snapper, the art of long snapping.
My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like, yeah, ooh. My life be like, times like these that make me say, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like, even breadcrumbs go when I stray. Yeah, well, I'm sacrificing the price you pay. Like, living like a
Hi, I'm Zach Zimmerman, and I'm here with Josh Claren. How are you, Josh?
Pretty good. How are you, Zach?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, you're going to attempt to long snap. How well do you think you can do?
I think I can long snap incredibly well. I've never really played football, but I'm sure I can handle it. I'm a gifted athlete. It shouldn't be too hard.
Really? You're that confident?
Definitely.
How from a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say a 9.5 to a 9.6 would be in that range somewhere.
Okay, now, here's a football. How do you properly hold the ball to snap?
All right, so you're definitely going to want to take whatever hand is your dominant hand and put it on the laces,
Okay.
spiral, and you want to take your other hand, put it like nearby too, and then you're gonna hike it. That's how you grip it. Like that.
You're a good like 50% right,
Okay.
but we'll see how it works.
Okay.
I'm here with Angelo Denizzo. How are you doing, Ange?
Pretty good, Zach.
Now, today you're going to attempt to long snap. How well do you think you'll seriously do?
I could get the ball pretty far, nice spiral. I think I'll do good.
Really?
Yeah.
How about from a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think you're going to do?
Probably 8 or 9, around that range.
That confident.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, you have a football here. How do you properly hold the ball to snap?
Say my hand on the seams right here.
Okay.
And then make a triangle so you get that nice spiral when you release it.
You were close, but not right.
All right.
Thank you, Angelo. We'll see you on the field. I'm here with Patrick Cagrulo. How are you, Pat?
Great, Zach. How are you?
Good. Now, today you are going to attempt to long snap. How well do you think you would do?
I think I'm doing pretty well. At least like a 7 or an 8. Pretty confident.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
That's pretty confident, too. Now, here I have a football. How do you properly snap the ball with your grip?
It's so fun. So you're gonna take it and you're gonna put your hands on the laces.
Okay.
You're gonna match your middle finger with your thumb. Or no. Yeah. Like that.
What? That might be the weirdest grip I've ever seen, but we'll see if it works.
It's gonna work, believe me.
That was great, Julia. I'm Mike Gross.
I'm Jack Hosmer.
And this is Radar News Sports Report.